Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're jumping right into a pretty controversial sneaker, the New Balance 9060 Multicolor. This is the shoe people say brought back that 2000s tech runner look. And the big question really from the sources was, is this super chunky, kind of messy, bold shoe actually worth the hype? Or is it, just loud?
Oh, it's definitely loud, yeah. And to get the 9060, you kind of have to get that 2000s tech runner idea first. Think like maximum everything. Big shapes, visible tech bits, segmented soles. It's pure retrofuturism, like looking back at what we thought future shoes would look like, but, 20 years ago.
Right, and this multicolor version just goes all in on the chaos, doesn't it? It's just a visual explosion of material.
Totally. You've got light blue, green, red, navy, gray, black, all swirling together on mesh leather, suede overlays. It's deliberately messy. And check the N logo. It's not even the same on both sides.
Yeah.
Solid panel on the outside. Yeah, and then stitched or outlined on the inside, like two different feels. Plus that shiny, translucent CR pod in the heel. Add some structure, sure, but it's also just another thing grabbing your eye.
Okay, so the look is definitely a lot. Maximalist, like you said. But does all that design actually translate into comfort? Or is it just for looks?
Well, surprisingly, the comfort seems to be pretty much guaranteed, like 100% delivery there. It comes down to the foams they use, that dual density AB, ZU, RB, and SBS. And those aren't just fancy names, that's New Balance tech for like serious bounce and shock absorption. People say they hold up all day, even walking a lot.
See, that's the core thing we picked up from the sources, the contradiction.
Yeah.
You've got this like luxury comfort sounds amazing, should justify the price, but then how do you square that with all these reports about, well, kind of dodgy quality control?
That is the question, isn't it? Okay, fit first, the toe box. Generally roomy. Great if your foot's a bit wider, but the flip side is if you've got narrower feet, it might feel a bit loose inside that big chunky shoe. It feels solid underfoot for sure. Heavy even. And the materials themselves, the mesh, the suede, that thick rubber on the outsole, they seem pretty good quality, mostly. Durable.
Mostly. But that's where the wobble comes in, right? The sources kept flagging inconsistencies. So for you listening, thinking about spending the cash, what specifically should you be looking for? What are the red flags?
Okay, yeah, you need to get your detective hat on. Common complaints are visible glue marks around the seams, where the upper meets the sole. Also some reports of slight peeling or separation right there at the edges, and just inconsistencies between pairs, maybe from different batches. It definitely makes you question, like, the production standards versus the statement piece they're selling. Oh, and a performance heads up. That really aggressive-looking outsole doesn't grip all that well on wet or slippery floors, so watch out for that.
Right, that's a really important trade-off. Comfort versus, well, potentially slipping on a rainy day. And QC issues. So finally, how do you actually wear this thing? It's not exactly a low-key sneaker.
No way. If you like minimal, just look elsewhere. This shoe demands attention. Think streetwear, baggy pants, cargo pants, wide leg stuff, maybe some tech gear, something that matches its whole vibe, The 9060 Multicolor is definitely comfort first, style forward. But you gotta accept the bulk, and you gotta accept that potential QC gamble.
Okay, so summing it up for you, the listener, if you're drawn to this maximalist style, what's the practical takeaway?
Simple advice, really. Always buy from somewhere with a good return policy. Always. Try your usual size, but really look at the pair you get. Check those glue lines. Check the sole edges. Maybe even, walk around on a slick bit of floor in the store if you can, kind of like that rainy tile test. You're paying for the statement, flaws and all.
Perfect. That nails it down. And that leads us to our final thought for you to mull over. The sources call this a comfort-first, style-forward sneaker. So here's the question. If a brand gives you truly supreme comfort, like top-tier, all-day wearability, but maybe cuts a few corners on the minor finish details, visible glue, slight inconsistencies to deliver that maximum visual impact, that artistic statement, does the amazing comfort and the bold final look kind of excuse those small production flaws? Something to think about next time you reach for your most attention-grabbing shoes. We'll catch you on the next deep dive.